Hello there, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to Lucid9. Alright, rapped sharply on the wood 3 times, that was in the previous episode, and that's where we ended. Let's see where this is going actually. Mr. Ryota.
What is it? Nuclear war?
What? No.
Don't feel like opening the door for anything less important.
I could open the door myself.
Locked it, don't bother.
I pressed my ear against the door, listening keenly. There it is, action-packed orchestral strings, just barely bleeding through the wood, faint clanging of swords on shields. Are you in a clan war, Mr. Ryota? A moment later, and the door's locks clicks open. I slip inside the room, holding back a smile. The office is minimalistic in its furnishings, but fairly welcoming. Warm light encompasses the rooms, highlighting the comfortable chairs arranged around the coffee table that bears a bowl of potato chips. It looks more like the office of a therapist rather than the office of a school dorm manager. In the corner I spot a comely mahogany desk, on top of which sits Jiro Ryota in a very dramatic position.
Welcome to the setting room. Have you brought an offering to appease the Dark Lord?
Indeed I have. With an equally exaggerated bow, I present a book and note from my teacher. Mr. Ryota's eyebrows scrunch in confusion.
The hell is this?
Kind of got in trouble earlier for talking back. Instead of detention, the teacher is convinced that I need a more permanent solution.
Like that? I can help you with that.
She was thinking more along the lines of counseling, I believe.
Oh, okay. But what the hell is this?
He shakes the book emphatically. The curriculum that the teacher recommends for, helping me.
Right, well, I put it where it belongs.
He promptly throws it in the trash, which extracts a laugh from me.
Now to business. Let me read up on what exactly your teacher wants.
His eyes drift over the paper that I silently handed to him.
Oh boy, isn't this precious? Let me translate. Dear Mr. Ryota, I'm having trouble subduing a boy who actually has a brain and doesn't care for the inefficiencies of bureaucracy. Sincerely, a woman who was certainly the most boring person in her graduating class.
I like this guy. I choke back laughter as he crumples the paper in the bowl and lobs it in the trash.
By the way, don't tell anyone I said that or I might get fired. And then you'd have to take counseling from Mrs. Hanazawa. And then where would we be?
Consider the NAD signed. And then NDA signed. Mr. Ryota reclines easily against his chair, kicking his legs on the table.
So, how's the apartment?
Still in one piece, mostly.
Good to hear. And Phil?
Phil?
The little houseplant, the one I placed on your shelf. Your memory sucks more than mine, kid.
Oh, right. I vaguely remember Mr. Ryota forming an odd attachment to a plant when I'd moved into my apartment, even to the point where he named him Phil. I think he died.
That's a bit odd. I thought he was a fake plant.
Nope, looked fake on the outside I guess, but all real inside. A side-sized smile pulls at Mr. Ryota's lips, and I suddenly realize the metaphor. We're not talking about plants, are we?
Your optimism is inspiring, kid. I would have thought your answer to be the contrary.
What? People look real on the outside, but they're all fake inside?
Something like that.
We're talking about plants. How was I supposed to know?
Well, you know now. So now that you know, is your answer the same?
No.
Didn't even need to think about it.
It's the truth. People pretend to be genuine on the outside, but inside they are nothing. Mr. Ryota evaluates me for a moment, but to my surprise, there is no judging in his gaze.
You must be a real party pleaser.
I'll be here all week.
What made you draw such a depressing conclusion?
I can tell that his mind's on the fast track of psychoanalysis, childhood trauma, clinical depression, suicidal tendencies. Time to put that rest, because if anything should be blamed, it should be my 100% natural disdain for humanity. Power of observation, if anything. People like to be strong, confident, independent on the outside. Peel that away, and what do you get?
Very hard.
Then that heart must be pretty pathetic.
Did I ever say otherwise?
No, I guess he didn't. Mr. Yota eases from the topic and leans back on his chair, drawing a planner from his drawer.
Well, if it were up to me, I'd say that you're just like any other surly teenager going through the first rows of seniorities. But paperwork's being signed and you know how bureaucracy goes.
I thought our government was supposed to be more efficient since the national changes.
You assume the mayor actually does anything important.
He scrolls something down on his tablet and taps the screen. My phone buzzes gently in my pocket.
Your teacher recommended that we meet every day, but honestly, who has time for that?
Oh, sorry.
We'll just play it by ear and you let me know if you ever get the urge to murder someone. Probably means you're due for another checkup.
I check what he sent me, a copy of the spreadsheet that's taped outside his door, revealing his available times. Well, how do you have this much free time?
Life as a door manager is just swell, isn't it?
I thought you at least had some kind of job.
I'll let you in on a secret. The kids here don't cause much trouble, not cause they're angels, not cause they're boring, but because they are too prissy. They don't want to get their manicured nails dirty with things like graffiti or booze. But they do need someone to cry to when they stab at you, and the other teachers seem to think that I fit the job description. Actually, it's more likely that they don't want to deal with hormonal brats. So instead of being a helicopter parent, I get to be a bench warmer who just nods and smiles once every few minutes.
Like with me.
Well, you'll be more interesting than the rest of them, I hope.
Yeah, that sounds like the academy in a nutshell. Half the people are too snobby to be fun, and the other half are too lazy to care. What do you get to hear? Whining about grades? Toxic relationships?
Sometimes, but not always. At any rate, I can't exactly complain. Makes my job easy.
Thank you for a massive contribution to society.
You're absolutely welcome. They seem to equal yours.
I snort. He chuckles. Yeah, this could have been really painful if I hadn't gotten Mr. Yota.
Well, as your loving, caring and awe-inspiring mentor, I can hardly keep you from the beauty that is club recruitment day.
Oh, no, I'm fine, really.
Off you go, take a selfie and send it to me. Or I'll schedule an appointment tomorrow. But that's... you said... You need to expand your opportunities, broaden your horizons, go where no man has gone before. And most importantly, you need to get out of my office so I can check my clan.
That's just sad, Mr. Yota.
World domination calls. See ya.
Okay. I don't know what he's talking about. Some game? MMO probably, right? I don't really play MMOs, sorry. And without another word, he showed me out and slammed the door in my face. I have no choice but to head to the school courtyard. It doesn't take much time to find Masato behind the track table, armed with I Heart Track flags and I Heart Track posters and I Heart Track headbands. Basically, love. Okay, I get this very vague feeling that he loves track. He welcomes me enthusiastically, immediately pilling all admin duties on me, but true to my word, I proceed to be completely useless throughout the recruitment process. Eventually Masato seems to give up, handing me a simple sign to wave around. I amuse myself by coming up with truly terrible pitches. Want a six-pack? Join the truck. Looking for hell hugs? Join the truck. Get a nug? Join the truck. Read your log? Join the truck. Pick up the slug? Join truck. For reasons unknown, Masato seems to love this. He grins and slaps me on the back. There you go, you just need to apply yourself, see? I'm pretty sure that those glances we're getting from the other classmen aren't looks of admiration. Despite my obvious shortcomings, Masato hooks for recruits into drag. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that he got that many. A lot of the attendees of this school are the richer, lazier kids. I also noted that he seems to be a lot easier on them than he was on me. When the club recruitment fair is done and everything's torn down, Masato and I head to school entrance to wait for Rui and Yahiko. For reasons unknown, Masato is ecstatically chattering about my newfound enthusiasm. You killed it today, man! That's the kind of team spirit we need! Great, I might have just gotten myself into more trouble. Well, I guess I was in track for most of last year, might as well do it again this year. Blonde girl, okay. To him, and then I said, "Geez, there's some grave mistake of mother-in-law, we could use a man with your skills." And so he signed the contract with the blood from his veins to be permanently joining the drama club. Wow, I can't believe you're so good at recruiting people. You know what they said to me? What? Something like, "Get to life, you're just a in denial about reality." Well, darn my socks, youths these days are so cynical. The two come to a halt as Masato waves Rui over. Well, looks like you guys have plans. I better leave you and Yama, you and everyone else, to have some nice time together. What are you talking about? It's more like babysitting duty, where I'm the babysitter and I have to make sure a bunch of kids won't, set the house on fire and stuff. Ooh, come on, he's your best friend, isn't he? And your childhood friend. Yeah, but have you guys made a childhood promise together? What? No way! Really? Really, those kinds of things are more cliché than explosions in an action movie? Exactly. Well, think of it this way. Although explosions might be cliché, they're also a staple. You can't have a proper action movie without proper explosions. It's the same with life. You can't have a proper childhood friend without a proper childhood promise. I wins. Does she have to mention romance, really? Look, where they go! There they are! Guess I'd better get going. Have fun storming the castle. The girl cheerily skips away as Rui sprints to us for refugee. I try for a smirk. Looks like you and Akira had a productive recruitment day. Akira Karube, Rui's best friend, current roommate, and self-appointed matchmaker. Also another person who I don't get along with, but let's be honest, do I get along with anyone? Akira was so productive, I barely had any luck. I noticed that she's mastered herself surprisingly quickly. Well, I guess that 10 years of make-believe and drama club would do that to you. How did you guys do? We got 4 new recruits, 15 liters of fresh blood. 15 liters? Did you just pull that number out of your hat? Or is it actually legit? Real woman, of course it's legit. Really? Average weights 55 kilograms. The average teenager has a blood volume of 7%. His or her total weight. We got ourselves 4 new recruits. Okay. Rui's eyes are already swimming as he raves on, seemingly unaware of the curious glances from the freshmen who've pegged him as a rough tug. Assuming no one's anemic, we got 55 times 4 in total kilograms, which is 220. Which is exactly the amount of money I had to pay to my university to redo one of the lectures because the lecturer decided to fail my project. For plagiarism, which was not really involved, which was, well, weird. But, well, you can deal with a piece of crap sometimes. Okay, multiply that by 0.07 for the wave to blood volume ratio. Bam! 15.4. Round it down to 15 for a nice round number. And we got ourselves 15 liters of fresh blood. And this is why Masato's really good at catching people off guard. I can't believe you actually calculated that. Why? It ain't no trouble. It sure sounds like trouble. Hell no. You should see what we do in Honor Society. Yeah, Honor Society. Not only does he participate in it, he's the president. Did I mention that he's literally good at everything? Athletics, academics, heck, probably even art. Except sarcasm. That's one area I can trump him in. The only area. Oh, here comes the great Yahiko Ikari. Sure enough, a familiar shock of blonde hair pops around the corner. Yahiko's being, but I noticed that he's not holding a single sign-up page in his hand. Good day to you, my beautiful peasants! You arrived just in time to witness my brilliant plan. Technically, he was the one who came to us, but I stay silent. You see, I've decided to create my own club, a club worthy of my immeasurable greatness. In other words, he got rejected by all the other clubs. Oh boy. You're making a club, good for you. I know, I'm gonna call it the Happy Club, and it will be comprised of minions who will follow me by every bidding. I think we just witnessed the creation of the shadiest club on campus. We'll start by taking over the school, then Isamu, then Japan, then the entire world. Well, at least he doesn't lack ambition. And once my mansion on the moon is built, we'll have the dominion over the universe itself. But he does lack brains. What you guys talking about all secret like? Nothing, we were just talking about how we haven't gone to GFC in a while. As completely unconvincing as this excusing is, she successfully turns Masato's attention to food. GFC, I like the way you think, Rui. We better go now before the dinner rush starts. He marches off, humming cheerily, as Yahiko blathers on about how amazing his new club will be. Great cover. I know. Totally inconspicuous. Just as inconspicuous as that time you wore a kimono. Of course she'd bring that up. You wanna get tickled? You wouldn't dare! Whenever you mention anything about kimonos, I feel a sudden urge to tickle the nearest person. We'd better get going. We should follow Masato and Yahiko to GFC. Yay! She speeds away before I have the chance to stop her. I only chuckle to myself as I catch up. As we make our way to the lively shopping area a few blocks away from our campus, a couple of details catch my attention. There is endless posters and billboards plastered with faces of politicians with broad, candid smiles, proclaiming in bold letters, "Brag to prosperity, the recession is over," and "Do more with more," upon scrolling tablets and giant projected screens. That's normal. There is a smoker and his buddy, the random drunkard, the group of tourists clutching electronic pamphlets titled "Welcome to the glorious metropolis of Isamu," while taking pictures in front of every possible location. And you know, that I think about it now, this might be another great free actually game that basically outranks even some of the paid ones. Alright, and most of all, the ordinary Isamu with the power walking down sidewalks with resumes clutched in their hopeful hands. That's also normal. Everything is normal, completely normal. So why do I feel uneasy? Maybe it's the skyscrapers? I've never liked them. They are too tall, and I always get the impression that they are watching me. Not like guardians either, not some benevolent force that's watching over the city. More like staring, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then there's smoke, that terrible musky pollution that sits on my skin like a coat of hard mud. Every breath is disgusting, but every breath is necessary. I hate the city. I really do. But it doesn't really look that bad. Too bad that there is nothing better. Not really. Too bad that Isamu has always been the best, if not only, option. Pay attention, you idiot! I started off my thoughts by Masato grabbing my arm and yanking me out of the street. Do you not see the red light? Red means stop. And stop means your velocity reaches 0. You could have been run over by a truck. Despite myself, I'm touched by their concern. Fine, let's go. After eyeing me for a long moment, Yahiko shrugs and bounds to GFC's automatic doors, activating the motion sensor with a flourish. Ladies first. Lady, where? Right here. She slaps a hand on my shoulder with a cherry grin. Oh, good one. You mean Yama's been a girl all this time? Oh, heavens no, that'd be really awkward. Why? Let's go have some chicken. Boy, I'm so hungry. Fried chicken. She quickly skips into GFC, leaving Masato truly bewildered. I don't get it. Why is it awkward? Beats me. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a good idea, but there's no way I'm bringing it up. Look, are we having chicken or not? Course we are. What that take me for? Well, good thing that neither Hari nor Yahiko are very perceptive. Without further ado, we enter GFC. Okay, General Fried Chicken has always been a favorite of students from the academy. It's fast, it's cheap, and it's within walking distance. It's also pretty nice, considering that it's a fast food outlet. The tablets, my goodness, where the fuck did that come from? The tables are clean, the walls are lined up with cushioned booths, and the red and beige paint slathered on the walls seems fresh and pristine. I must be a bit sleepy if I make such mistakes, actually. For some, the smell of heavy grease and oil is overbearing. For us, it's the smell of pure heaven. Yeah, actually, I like the smell of oil. Oh, this place smells like death. Well, most of us. Weren't you the one who was in such a hurry to come in? Fried chicken. Shut up. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. Masato riffles through his wallet, a frown crossing his lips. Damn, fuzz duck cookie. I have no clue what he just said. Same here. What? Thankfully no one else seems to know either. Miss Masato is slightly startled, as if he hadn't noticed that we were there. And I think so. How was class? That's pretty suspicious. But we all decide to let pass. We are nice like that. Pretty good, but I don't know anyone in my class. What? Are they giving you a hard time? What? Nothing like that. It just, you guys are a year older, and Akira's in a different class this year. Huh, I'm sure you'll make truckloads of friends. Yeah, you're almost as charming as me. She's more charming than you. Much more. Thanks, guys. Despite the cheery exchange, I notice that there is a shadow to Rui's eyes. She definitely should have a lot of friends. She's likable, warm, fun, talented, but for reasons unknown, chooses to spend most of her time with me, a useless cynic, and Akira, an optimist, with a few screws loose. Okay, so basically that means you know what? I've always wanted to ask why, but a small part of me is afraid that the moment I bring it up, she will realize it, and leave. Pretty sure no. No, I need to do this. It's the least I can do. Why don't you hang out with your classmates? The words come out a lot harsher than I intended, but Rui doesn't even seem to be offended. Her expression darkens, but it's one of anger, not hurt. I don't want to hang out with people like them. Why not? They're a bunch of fakes. All they do is judge me, or others in the class, or even one another. They're not outright mean, but I don't like it when people talk behind my back. If they pick on this shy girl in our class for no reason, it's stupid. You really hate them, don't you? Not really, but we don't get along. She picks idly at her chicken. The air feels somber and heavy. Hey, you know what we need? A competition. Now's not the time to be bringing up competitions, Masato. Actually, that might be the good time. Actually, that's a good idea. My thinking as well. Wait, what? She's never said that before. Generally because Masato's never come up with any good ideas. I'll have to see this one out, or it won't even be a contest. So, you and me, Yama? No thanks. You don't even know what it is. Fine, what is it? Who can eat the most triple S's in the shortest amount of time? No thanks. Hey! The triple S hot wings is GFC's most infamous menu item, an order of blindingly spicy wings. I accept the challenge. I would accept it. Why not? I don't particularly feel like disabling my mouth forever, thanks.
Rui wants to watch.
I glanced at Rui. The prospect of watching a competition does seem appealing to her, probably because she can make fun of the stupidity of it all. Well, if it will cheer up, Rui. Gosh, I need serious help. Fine, you are paying for.
Never fear, the generous Yakiko Ikari shall bestow you with the necessary funds.
He shells some cash to Masato, who takes it with a note of thanks.
Boy, this will be fun for me.
I can't believe I'm actually doing this.
Why not?
You mean, why wouldn't I want to participate in a competition that could potentially ruin my mouth and traumatize me forever?
Yeah, exactly.
These guys. Sometimes I wonder if he's trying to be this, well, stupid.
Oh yeah.
Masato turns and slides two platters of triple S hot wings to the center of the table.
Now remember, every good competition needs a good audience. Let me hit it for Team Kurogane.
Woo! Who?
Hey, Rui, why aren't you cheering?
Huh? I'm in character as an audience member who's cheering for Yama.
Hey, you and your drama club. Fine, give it up for Team Ishimoto.
Yeah! Everyone in the restaurant drops into silence and stares at us. I elbow her in the ribs, feeling a flush creep up my cheeks.
Stop that, please.
What? I'm the character. Sure you are.
Okay, whatever, let's get going.
We lean forward, hands just a hair away from the tray as Rui looks on with an expectant smile.
3, 2, 1, go!
Masato immediately starts shoveling hot wings into his mouth, but I take a few moments to gather myself before I take a bite. The chicken seems to explode in my mouth, sending streaks of fire down my tongue. I cough violently and gulp down some water. This was a terrible idea.
Ooh, you mustn't fail me, marvelous minion.
Oh, everyone actually is watching.
Hey, you gotta cheat for Yama, or this isn't any fun.
But now that I've noticed, it's kind of embarrassing. Gee, thanks. It's not like I'm doing this for you or anything. Grimacing, I shove the remainder of the wing into my mouth and spit it out. The meat burns down my esophagus and simmers in my stomach.
Come on, Yama needs his cheering squad. Rip, kick him in the knee. Rip, Russ, kick him in the other knee. Go, Sato, go, Sato.
Masato spits out his bones on the platter. 3 wings down already, and I've just started my second. For some reason, that makes me feel unusually competitive.
Ooh, you got this, you're beating him.
Ice cream, soda, banana split. What? We think your team's full of... Shift to the left, shift to the right. I'm pretty sure you should know what she actually could say there. Stand up, sit down, fight! As she finishes her chant and quickly turns away to hide her embarrassment, I barely walk through one more mouthful of fried chicken before giving up. There has to be another way.
Yeah, 5th wing down, keep going.
Go Yama! My eyes land on an Unosu's packet sticking from beneath the chicken bucket. GFC hot sauce. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. While Masato reaches for his 6th wing, I surreptitiously rip the end of the hot sauce pocket and squirt it over his platter. He only smirks at me.
But I take more than a little ketchup to win.
He bites triumphantly into the wing.
That's no ketchup.
He freezes. I swear that steam is coming out of his ears.
It's GFC's signature hot sauce. Hot.
A desperate Masato launches out of the booth and springs to the soda machine. Wait. That was cheating. Is it cheating if there weren't any rules in the first place? Huh? Either way, it was pretty dirty. Poor Masato. She looks pointedly at Masato, who's slowly dragging himself back into the booth while chugging a huge cup of water. I feel a slight think of guilt that he's suffering, but Rui's obviously improved mood makes it worth it.
This ain't their end.
He kneels over the table, somehow managing to continue drinking from his cup.
Oh, that reminds me of the latest episode of Measure. Of what? You mean you haven't heard of Measure?
Never.
Do you have to yell so loudly?
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been kicked out for causing a public disturbance yet.
But one cannot help but yell at the epicness of Measure.
Whatever it is.
Okay, fine, what is it?
It's this web series that a couple of my hallmates made, remember? Over the summer?
Oh yeah, I saw you running around wearing a long blonde wig or something.
Great, that's a mental image. I'm not getting out of my head anytime soon.
Yeah, it's about the President of the United States. Well, it's called Asirema in our web series. Isn't it clever?
Maybe.
Fighting other politicians to defend his country. So, it's like a political drama.
No way, dude, that's boring.
They battle in giant robots. The president is red, white and blue. It even has an eagle motif and everything.
That sounds like the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Well, actually might be interesting.
That sounds like the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Is he for real?
Of course, I'm headlining the main event. I'm the president's aide.
You're the president's aide. You're a side character. You're not the lead.
Really?
Well, I, for one, am proud of you. You finally found your calling, being a background character.
I know, right? I'm going to be a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, meet the physical manifestation of the saying, ignorance is bliss.
Episodes are all up on the website. Just search the title Measure and you're all set.
Well, we'll have to check it out.
Are you serious?
How else will I know how to viciously badmouth it?
I can't decide whether to be offended or be impressed.
Why not both?
Hey, you two listen.
Sorry, what? No, I was just saying that I gotta go back. I briefly checked my phone. 6:10 PM, almost Masato's curfew. Yeah, he has this thing where he goes to bed at 9:30 sharp every night. Just one more way that he's completely crazy. Disciplined, but crazy. Still, it's best to honor that. The only thing worse than a normal Masato trying to drag me into drunk is a grumpy Masato trying to drag me into drunk. Then let's go! And let's end the episode here. Why not? Actually, that's the moment. Actually, we should do it. So, no choices so far. I think there will be, so let's wait for it. That will come in the near future. So far, hope you enjoyed and see you in the next episode. Bye!